This is your instructional video for week 1 and 2. It is important that you watch these because you will be lost and confused if you don't. So, just to be totally transparent, what's due for the week is posted always under announcements. What's due for the week is gone through in this video. You even have an agenda, which we will now open, that lists everything. So everything it's in 3 places. So what you need to do is very clear, very transparent. You shouldn't ever have an excuse that you didn't know. Here it is. Alright, so you're watching the weekly instructional video. If you are listening to me now, we are looking at the agenda. I made a syllabus video for you, which is next. I know that's, the happy fun video that we all look forward to every semester, but it is important that you listen to it after as your first assignment, which is the introduction. It's just a discussion board. Please, no one-word answers. Try, full sentences. Try, actually putting some effort into this. I would hate not to give you the full 20 points, but I will if you just blow this off. Alright, your initial post will be worth a 10-point grade. You must respond to at least 2 classmates' introductions. Your responses will be worth 5 points a pop, 20 points total. Alright, and the responses, no one-word responses. Oh, that's cool. That isn't good either. Make it a substantive response. Get to know each other. You're going to be spending a lot of time together, virtually, over the next 16 weeks. This assignment is due on or before Sunday, January 28th, because the class is bi-weekly. Alright? So then here's the syllabus quiz. We're not going to go over that. Let me just do one more thing here. There is a little supplemental that I didn't go over that we should have. This is something I regret having to make, but past semesters have made it necessary. I will not be granting extensions for any late work. I would normally grant the odd extension. This hasn't been an issue until recently. Students have abused the privilege, so I'm going to abide strictly by the letter of the course syllabus. If you have a verifiable emergency, I will of course work with you, but you need to prove that what you said happened actually occurred. I'm not taking your word for it anymore. It is your responsibility to know what is due and when. This class is set up on a bi-weekly basis. Again, it seemed to work well last semester. Students really liked it, so we're trying it again. I make a weekly instructional video, which you're watching now, to let you know what's going on for that week and what assignments are due, or those 2 weeks rather. It's also put in the agenda, and a copy of that agenda is in the announcements. So what is due for a specific week is therefore located in 3 places. And if you did not hear about an assignment in the weekly instructional video or see it on the agenda, it's not due. You're always going to hear from me in the instructional video agenda about which assignments are due when. I'm constantly importing things into courses that I'm working on and developing, so assignments are just going to show up from time to time. You can usually tell an assignment isn't anything to worry about because it has a due date of something like 2022 or some year long past. Alright. That's done. Now, just review the introduction slides. I do deliver lectures and put up slides. I know some people learn better listening, others just want to look. These lecture videos are not mandatory, but if you would rather receive information that way, I've made these available to you. And we'll talk about Magna Carta, Magna Carta slides. Again, if you're a visual learner and the slides do it for you, then all right. If not, I do have lecture videos recorded. Now you'll notice that this is 30 minutes. That is unfortunate, and I should re-record these. But I will say that watching the whole 30 minutes would be a mistake. Break it up into tolerable chunks, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. You don't need to watch the whole 30 minutes in one go. That is not the intention, and certainly when I get more time, these things will be reshot. It's just, 775, 800 years ago, the history on the Magna Carta has already been written. I don't need to re-record the video. But just watch a tolerable amount. You're not going to remember it if you watch all 30 minutes at once. And then certainly when we get to the next one, this one's a little more tolerable. And part 3, Alright, then you complete this Magna Carta exercise. You may or may not see these questions appear on your first exam. I know the guy that writes the exams, you will. You will not receive full credit for the assignment unless your answers are typed out like this. Question 1. You insert the text of question 1. Answer 1. You type out the answer. You don't put B, don't put C, period, then the words. Alright? I should just be able to go through real quick and tell what's right and what's wrong. And here is the PDF. Right, so just on another document, King John was excommunicated by Pope Innocent in a dispute over the appointment of the Archbishop of York. Question 11. Answer, true, false. Then, taking a look at this. So follow the directions and complete the assignment linked on the PDF below. Now this is important. There are links to the U.S. Constitution, Federalist 84, and the Magna Carta underneath this assignment. And what I mean by underneath is if you click next, you're going to find them. Because the links are dead in this PDF. So do not expect, when this loads, don't expect to click on this. Well, if you click on this, you're going to get a page not found. If you click on the Bill of Rights, oh, that one came back alive. Okay, but the documents are still next, are still underneath. Right, so Federalist Paper 84. Now, this assignment is a little more involved. Read the first 8 paragraphs from the Federalist Paper by Alexander Hamilton, paying particular attention to paragraph 4, in which Hamilton cites the provisions included in the body of the Constitution that guarantee individual rights to due process of law. List those provisions and similar ones in the Magna Carta and Bill of Rights. So what you're going to do, constitutional provisions cited by Hamilton and Federalist 84, you're going to list those. 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm not going to tell you what they are, 5, 6. Then you're going to look at the Magna Carta. And you're basically cross-referencing. Where does provision 1 that Hamilton talks about come up in Magna Carta? 1. Where does provision 2 that Hamilton talks about come up in Magna Carta? 2. Again, cross-referencing, and then you go to the Bill of Rights. Where does it come up? 1, 2. So you should, at the end, have really 3 things said in 3 different ways, but meaning the same thing. You should have freedom of speech, freedom of speech, freedom of speech, essentially. All right. I'm just trying to get you to see that these documents are all similar, that the U.S. Constitution didn't come out of a vacuum. So Magna Carta, Federalist, Really? Okay, if this is dead, if you just Google text 1215 Magna Carta, you'll find it. There we go. Sometimes you just have to do a little digging. Then the U.S. Constitution. I certainly would advise that you maybe print this out or bookmark it in some way, because this whole course is basically what's in the Constitution. All right, so we're going to go through the Constitution bit by bit as the course progresses. So have a copy of it handy. Mark it up. Learn it. All right, then book assignment 1. I know this, but just keep in mind this is 2 weeks. So this is doable. You just got to manage your time wisely, is what I was going to say. So the directions are in the syllabus for this. I've also cut and pasted it here. The book assignment is due on or before January 28th. So I split this up because this confuses students for some reason. Part 1, summarize the reading. Part 2, and answer the following question. Identify the components of the Articles of Confederation and the reasons for their failure. That's it. So here is the module for weeks 1 and 2. We went through all of it. Everything is due by January 28th. Please don't wait to do everything until January 28th. That would be a very bad idea. You have the announcements. An agenda is in the announcements. You have what we just went through in this video. You also have the weekly agenda. So what is due and what we're doing and all that is in 3 different places. So you should know what we're doing every minute. Okay. If you have any questions, reach out. If not, have a good couple weeks. And for 2 points extra credit, if you've made it this far, email me. This will be a good test to see if you can get into the email. If you can email me the correct, if you can spell my name right, email me the words, coffee house for 2 points extra credit. Email me coffee house on the subject for 2 points extra credit. And that is good up until January 28th.